Hello, Sagittarius. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your mini reading focused on the mind, body, and soul of your connection when it comes to your connection with your divine masculine. So this is a reading for my divine feminines tuning in. General, as always, guys, it won't resonate with every single person. So please do take from it what makes sense for you and release the rest. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below. And of course, I will include a link to the decks that you see here today, Sagittarius. So these are the three we'll be using for the focus messages, focusing on the mind, body, and soul. So we're starting things off with the Divine Masculine Within My Head deck by Fire Witch Tarot. And then we'll grab a card from my Sugar and Spice Oracle, a little naughty, a little nice. Both of these decks do contain sexual content. If that does make you feel uncomfortable, you're more than welcome to fast forward or click off from this reading. And I'll go ahead and grab a card from the Love Journey deck by Bridget of Divine Essentials. All right, guys, so let's begin. Let's take a look and see what's going to come through here today. And as always, cross watchers are absolutely welcome. So let's get the first card on behalf of the masculine here. When it comes to their mind, what they're thinking, when it comes to this connection, I'm guided to this card. You know how to set my mind, body, and soul on fire. This is I've only used this deck a handful of times, and I didn't even know that this card existed in this deck. That's crazy. I love it. Okay, so you know how to set my mind, body, and soul on fire. And of course, there's the reference to fire, which, of course, Sagittarius, you are a fire sign. I could not have chosen a better card for your mini reading. That's cool. All right, so let's add to this with a card from the Sugar and Spice Oracle for Sagittarius. All right, so let's grab one. We have Ginger, okay? So this card says, not everyone likes me, but I'm a good catch. I'm a pretty blunt person, so things I say aren't always easy to swallow. Actually, it can kind of burn a little. There's that reference to heat and fire once again. I may snap at you sometimes, but don't take it personally. It's just that I've built a thick skin over time. I am who I am, and if we can simply accept each other for who we are, then we should get along just fine. So if you're focused on a particular person who might have a bit of a spicy personality, let's just say, or they maybe tend to be a little bit abrasive at times, maybe this could be you too as well, Sagittarius. We'll see, of course, how this plays off of the overall dynamic of the connection here. But that does represent the physical aspect of things too, where things might be really spicy and hot in the bedroom as well. All right, let's add to this with a card from the Love Journey deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. Guided to this one. I've been waiting for your call. So either of you could resonate with this. If you've been waiting to hear from this person, Sagittarius, okay, we'll take a look and see if there will be some communication that's going to be coming in, or they're waiting to hear from you. It goes both ways. What I also get from that very first card, you know how to set my mind, body, and soul on fire. Certainly when it comes to their mind space, they're thinking about you. And maybe when they're thinking about you, they're really hoping that you'll reach out and call. That's what I'm getting from that for some of you guys. So let's add to this and see what else we can pick up. So I'll go ahead and grab some messages from the Twin Flame Current Vibes deck. This is by Sister Moon Tarot. And of course, you don't have to identify with a twin flame connection. That's just the name of the deck. All right, Sagittarius. I'm also really getting, you guys are really connected, even from a distance. Thinking about you, feeling your energies, certainly the physical aspect of things. You are very much a part of their soul. All right, let's see. We do have doubt. Do you still think of me and love me? And I was just talking about that. I feel that they do. So if you're doubting that, Sagittarius, my feminines, I mean, clearly your masculine is thinking about you. They're still attracted to you, that's for sure. And maybe it is you, my feminines, that's waiting for your masculine to reach out and to call you. We have, you healed me. I wish I could heal you the way you healed me. So if you were very healing for this masculine, what I get from that is they could have had a love situation or a very painful breakup in their life that they needed to heal from. You came into their life and really helped them on that journey. But if you guys are having issues in your own partnership, they are really wishing and hoping that they could have the same impact on your life and your healing, but also possibly knowing that they might have caused the hurt and the pain that you might be going through. We have Dreamlover. You are my dream lover. You are the person of my dreams. I dream of you all the time. So if you're doubting if they think of you, if they still love you, if they're still attracted to you, if they're wondering, you know, do you even think about me? They do. And they're dreaming about you. This is interesting. Also, fading. I feel you slipping from my grasp and my memory. This could certainly be how you're feeling, my feminines. That you feel your masculine fading away. Maybe it's been a really long time since you guys have seen each other or interacted. And the ironic thing about all that is you might be feeling, as this card says, they're slipping away, but they as well could be thinking, you know, why hasn't my feminine reached out to me? And that's because more than likely you're probably waiting for them to do the reaching out. So we might have a situation where you're both waiting for the other to reach out and no one's actually doing that. We do have music, sense, dreams. I feel it all. There's that reference to dreams once again. And there could be particular scents that you resonate with when it comes to your masculine. It could be candles. This photo's got, it looks like coffee or hot chocolate right there. You know, we've got what looks like essential oils right here. We've got flowers, ginger, lavender, you know, whatever the scents are that remind you of your connection, and certain songs that could be tied into the relationship as well. A particular song, my feminines, that you have in mind when you think about your masculine. Now look at this next card. Here it is, Divine Masculine coming through. I am awakening to this connection. I know we are eternal flames. So if you've been doubting if they even think about you, if they care, if they love you, if they feel the connection, yes, 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 they do. They really, really do. And then lastly, promise. I promise to come back for you. So for those who are clearly at a distance from one another, your masculine is clearly communicating here that they'll be back. They want to be a part of your life once again. Okay, so I'm going to set these guys aside and let's add to this with some additional messages. I swear I wish I had a larger desk. Okay, so let's add to this with some cards from my Silhouettes deck here. For Sagittarius, for this mini reading, the mind, body, and soul, right from the very start, that card says it all. You know how to set my mind, body, and soul on fire. And you represent that fire, my feminines. The desire, the heat. But, you know, it really begs the question, why are you guys not together if there's such intensity and heat between the two of you? We do have Nightfall here. There's nothing to be afraid of as long as you're with me. But maybe part of the reason why you guys are not together is because there is fear there that perhaps if you guys were to give this another try, that you'd get hurt. Maybe they're afraid they're going to get hurt. Look at these next two cards. We have a Groom followed by Bride. Some of you guys, of course, could have been married to your masculine, and maybe you guys are just having issues right now. Communication might be stifled or just having some trouble in paradise there. Okay, if you resonate with that, of course, if you're married to the person you're focused on for this reading, but if not, this could represent a future marriage, certainly. There's this need to bridge the gap between the two of you. Know which ones you need to burn, which ones to rebuild, and which ones to avoid. There are particular people, situations that you know are not good for you. And your person needs to recognize this as well. If there were other people that were trying to get in on this situation, causing drama, you guys need to know which bridges to burn and which ones to avoid so that you can focus on the two of you coming back together. We do have butterfly, creativity, exuberant joy, spiritual rebirth, endless potential, transformation, change, hope, life. All of those things tapped into what's going on here. You make this person happy. I do feel that. But there are problems here as well, because there are those of you who are dreaming about each other, thinking about each other. You're not together. That's what's coming through here. And my feminines, perhaps again, you feel that your masculine is slipping away from your grasp, as it says, and your memory. But they're thinking about you. They're dreaming about you. Now, this could have been a very painful thing that happened for some of you guys. This card does say bitterness when someone else lives happily ever after with the one you love. That could have been a huge challenge for this partnership, especially if your masculine moved on to another relationship and then you're just kind of observing them being happy with somebody else. Take that only if it applies. We also have point of view, and this card does say you've turned my world upside down. You have. You know, my feminines, you have turned your masculine's world upside down, and maybe you feel that that's the impact that your masculine has had on you too. That everything just kind of fell apart when you guys went your separate ways. And then we have blind coming through here. This card does say you can't unlock the possibilities unless you see the possibilities. So you both have to really be mindful of what the possibilities are as far as being able to work through the challenges of this connection. Okay, so let's go ahead and add some tarot to this and see what else. We'll grab some cards from my tarot teacher. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius for this mini reading for the mind, body, and soul of your connection here. So for my feminines watching for a divine masculine that you are separated from, at a distance, or you guys could be together but having some crisis here in your partnership. We do have a card here which I feel was wanting to come up in the reverse, so that's how I'm going to read it. This is the Ace of Swords. For some of you, maybe your person could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So in the reverse, this represents confusion, chaotic type energy, someone who might be making wrong decisions, and it could also represent missed opportunities here. Someone's judgment is a little bit clouded. So what we need here, Sagittarius, is for this Ace of Swords to be in the upright. So perhaps your masculine can have the clarity and the breakthrough that they need to make better choices, to be able to cut people out, cut situations out that no longer serve a purpose. So if this is something that you dealt with, my feminines, if your masculine moved on to another relationship where you felt that they were going to live happily ever after, but that ended up not being the case, or that could be the direction that things go, where they detach from that relationship to come towards you to have this new beginning and bring this Ace of Swords in the upright here. So with the Eight of Pentacles, could be picking up off of Earth energy for some of you. Pentacles representing Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Money matters might actually be going well for some of you guys, but in love and romance, the Eight of Pentacles is wanting to really build a life with somebody, build something beautiful and valuable as far as a partnership that can withstand the test of time. And then we've got the Judgment card here. So this is a rebirth. This is an awakening for your masculine, perhaps my feminines, for them to have that wake-up call to realize, hold on, I'm not actually with the person that I'm meant to be with. I better reach out to my feminine here and just start the conversation going, because the Judgment card can also be a card of self-evaluation for them, again, to have that wake-up call, that epiphany that they're going to miss out on this partnership if they don't come towards you. So there is the opportunity for a reincarnation here, a reconciliation between the two of you. And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So this is abundance. This is manifestation here. Again, a reference to new beginnings between the two of you. So it looks pretty good as far as being able to start over, but it might take a little bit more time. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen. I feel there's a really good chance that it can. But it's one of those situations where you got to just let it ride. You know, if it happens, then fantastic. But you might just have to take a step back and allow life to unfold the way it is meant to between you and your masculine. If they are with somebody else at this point, that perhaps is a cycle that needs to phase out first in order for them to come back towards you. I feel there's a really good chance for that to happen. Again, with that Judgment card, it's a wake-up call. Okay, and clearly we've got that phone right there. It's like, I've been waiting for you to call. They can't call you unless they've had that epiphany that they are actually in a situation where they don't want to be. If they want to be with you, then they're going to have to reach out and communicate. I just don't feel the timing is right. So just have some patience to see this through. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some dialogue messages here from my X Oracle deck. Sagittarius, for your mini reading here. I was trying to keep these readings under 15 minutes, but that hasn't been the case. So I do offer 20-minute mini readings on my website, so that's what these are probably closer to. It's still a mini reading. Messages need to be conveyed here. So let's see. Some of these messages could, of course, be from your masculine, my feminines, and some of these messages you might resonate with for yourself, what it is you want to say to your masculine. So if you relate to this reading, you guys have endured something very difficult and painful, possibly third parties or a partner who left to be with somebody else. But you are still somebody that they have such love for and desire for. But you know, they can't have it both ways. We do have so close but no cigar. So this can go in so many directions. I feel for those obviously who are in separation and not together, maybe this is how you're feeling, my feminines, that you guys came so close to finding happiness, of living a life together, long-term commitment. But when all of this drama came in, that didn't happen. Okay, now look at this message. He or she didn't mean anything to me, honest. So there you go. Perhaps that's something that you really needed to hear. And if they're being sincere and being honest with you, and that this isn't just a bullshit type line that they're feeding you, and that they're really meaning what they're saying here, that this person did not mean anything to them because you are the one that has actually captured their heart. Maybe you guys needed to experience the separation in order for them to get this. But I'm also feeling for some of my feminines that if this is what you dealt with, if this is what happened, there's also a part of you that might be a little bit apprehensive on accepting this masculine back because they hurt you. You took my heart with you, okay? This card reads, roses are red, violets are blue. You are my best friend. I am your best friend too. Let's not give up on a love that is true. So perhaps your masculine has finally realized that this is true love and that you're the one that they want. Look at this. You are my person. I am yours. We both made mistakes. We deserve a second chance. So here's the second chances. And for some of you guys, maybe there were mistakes on both sides, and you both have to be able to acknowledge that to fix the problems and the issues. I can't sleep without you next to me. So they might be losing sleep. They might be dealing with insomnia, having nightmares. It's always been you for me. I know I messed up. All I want is one chance to prove to you that I've changed. One more chance to show you how much I love you. So my feminines, it's up to you if you want to give your masculine that one more chance to be a part of your life. And if you truly want them back, there's a chance that they can return. Okay? With that wake-up call. That's where I'm going to leave it, guys. If you are interested in your own reading, that info is down below. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.